won that one by 4.
We'll send it to Autumn.
I was able to listen into Atlanta Dream's huddle, and Coach Carl Smesco said we want to get more intentional of involving BG and Bree Jones. There's mismatches in the front court facing the Dallas Wings. He said if Tierra McCowan and Maddie Segrist are in, or any other bit with Tierra McCowan, make sure you work that high-low action. And the problem on offense, he believes they are settling for shots.
Absolutely, I completely agree, and that's why they came back to start the second quarter with both of them in the lineup the way they started. But intentional is the word. Back to Autumn's point, they want to use that double big, because if you play one, you can't double on the other.
Brittany Griner just off the mark for the baseline jumper. Another update on Atlanta. Tahina Powell will be out for the remainder of the game because she could not do the jump ball. So when you leave, you have to be a part of that play or you are disqualified from the game. So that was something that I was worried about. I wasn't sure if Eric Bruton changed or had a conversation with both teams about it. You could see at that break them having an extended conversation with the head coach for Coach Smesco. So that is something that is going to be tough throughout the rest of this ball game.
And again, like we mentioned, the Dream are deep in their backcourt when it comes to having a bunch of guards. So they have a collective who can get it done.
Off the bounce, Maisha Hines-Allen couldn't connect. Atlanta going with their big lineup, with Brittany Griner and Bree Jones on the floor, as Maya Caldwell trying to free herself up from Ty Harris. 7 on the shot clock. Ryan Howard has some decisions to make. Bounce pass to Brittany Griner, broken up, and that's another turnover for Atlanta, their 4th.
Ball movement. They've got to get the ball swinging around the horn to break down the defense. Dallas didn't have to move at all on that possession.
Corner triple, just off the mark. Kyla Charles in her 5th year out of Maryland. Didn't play in the WNBA last season, but was with Seattle in 2023.
I was looking at her arms earlier as Hines-Allen knocks that.
Arike Gumbawale said her IQ and just her presence, no one wants to guard her. We have to find ways to get her involved. As Nia Coffey sends it to the corner, Bree Jones finds the bottom of the net, but it's a long 2.
Being able to space the floor and stretch out the post, McCowan not going to be able to recover on a Bree Jones with those long 2s.
So that's dead ball. Bree Jones continues going left, too strong. And the foul and the bucket for Paige Beckers, who gets fouled by Alicia Gray. But at the same time, you look at the communication on the defensive end.
I don't care who y'all are, if y'all are veterans or not, we got to come out here and hoop. And Becker's just number 5 in the league in assists per game as she knocks down that free throw. And she's been doing a phenomenal job on the offensive end for the Wings.
Became just the 3rd player in W history with a double-double in their first 3 games. One of those players, do you know who it was? And I will give you a hint, they also were with the Atlanta Dream.
Huh. Wait, let me think about this.
Naz Hillman right away. Able to put Atlanta at 24. No, it wasn't. We'll talk about it at the next dead ball, as there's a foul with Melissa Smith.
Oh, I wouldn't go get that pick.
Backdoor by Paige Beckers. Has plenty of time on the shot clock, guarded by Gray. Shatori will be out front because they are now down 2-point guards, with Jordan Canada on the bench due to injury, and Tahina Powell disqualified for the game because of an injury that occurred and couldn't come back in for the play. Approaching the halfway mark here in the second quarter is Paige Beckers. A lot of contact.
It's, you know, a moment of pride. Like, I'm super proud of her to see what she's doing, where she's been, and so to see her living out her dreams, it's amazing.
What do you think Paige's superpower is and how it's going to take off at the next level?
Ooh. Oh, that's a good question. I feel like Paige is a sneaky good defender. I don't know if that'll take off, but I also think she's an incredible passer, and I feel like that's something that was kind of looked over a little bit last year. And so these last couple of games, she had 10 assists last game, I think. So to see her facilitate like she can, it's going to be fun.
A two-way threat. I love to see it. But AZ, for you decided to come back to UConn for
How we all mesh and how great we can be together again.
and run it back, right?
Oh, and run it back.
I love to see it. We can't wait for it. Thank you, AZ, for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Autumn. Well, on cue, she said sneaky defender and then got the steal.
The ball, and I know I keep saying that, but we had a lot of moving pieces in the offseason. They're still getting used to it out there.
Dallas shooting 33% from the field. And Alyssa Smith with 10. Give the spin move on Bree Jones in and out. So another turnover for Atlanta. We haven't had a bucket since the 6-minute mark.
Brittany Griner having some words with the referee right now saying, hey, look out for that hole. And Alyssa Smith doing a lot more than just defending BG as she tries to get position. And right there, she gets an easy two as she sneaks past the defense.
Easy is an understatement. That might be the easiest.
There, we'll see how she responds.
I think she was just trying to be a good Samaritan. Another rebound for Brittany Griner. Griner at now with 5 rebounds, 6 points. Up and under by Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard with 5 points, and she hasn't scored since the first few minutes of the first quarter.
Yeah, a little bit of a wild shot right there offensively, but Bree Jones with another deflection to steal.
Both teams playing a little bit of hot potato as Alicia Gray takes the hit. 2 more free throws for her.
And I like what Gray is doing, right? Like she's coming.
Gray, you mentioned her already knocking one down from deep today. She was 0 for 5 against Indiana. She has been a leading force for this team this season.
But Alicia Gray becoming an all-star for the second time in her career, just having to hold this team down the entire season.
An all-star and walk straight to the bank. Getting the 3-point contest. The skills challenge as well. It was a very good weekend for Miss Alicia Gray.
The only bad thing about it is her taxes went up. That's it.
Just a little bit. New bracket. So that rolls out of bounds. Atlanta will get it back. They do have the 2-point advantage with 3:22 left in the first half.
One thing Carl Smesco addressed to us was the fact that the pace of this game has increased for the coaches too. He's not used to having to get game plans ready in one day in between with rest. He said that as soon as we can get a couple days of practice in, you'll see a big improvement with this team.
Brittany Griner with a nice look on the inside. You mentioned not a lot of time to practice. Well, they have 4 games this week. A back-to-back tomorrow. Well, they'll see Connecticut as Tina Charles returns back to Atlanta. Melissa Smith drops it in. She has 9 in 10 minutes of play.
She worked every bit for that shot. It was a very good shot, very good spin move. She's been battling defensively against BG.
It has been a heavy emphasis to get Brittany Griner the ball the last couple of trips, and that's why.
I love how Atlanta's not shying away from it, and BG is up
2:20 left in the second quarter as immediately an offensive foul called against Dallas.
Dejanay Carrington picking up the foul right there, but I want to draw attention to McCowan as we see a replay of it. McCowan gets the basketball.
This must be an emphasis for the officials this season, making sure the bigs are staying put. Bree Jones draws the double team, and Paige Beckers comes down with another steal.
Again, AZ Fudd told us in that interview with Autumn that Paige's defense, she wants it to be next level. She's shown so far in this game, getting a couple steals. That last play in particular.
8 turnovers for Atlanta, less than 10 on the shot clock as Maisha Hines-Allen drops that in.
Hines-Allen just a bright spot for this team. She too trying to get the chemistry down. We saw her with the high-low pass to Tara McCowan that wasn't quite there. But Arike Gumbawale telling us she didn't know that Hines-Allen was as nice and sweet as she is. Another leader and a voice for this team.
Brittany Griner, a late whistle, and the official across the court actually made that call. Brittany Griner, as you mentioned earlier, simply frustrated with how that call has gone against her this season.
And right there, it looks like she was stationary to me on that call, on that play.
I couldn't see from that angle, but as you mentioned, it just didn't look like there was any type of moving. Five on the shot clock. Myisha Hines-Allen actually hit her in the head.
Excellent defense by Maya Caldwell on that one. She communicated.
Almost got it to drop on the circus shot. Gray giving it to Caldwell after she got the steal. And why not? Knocks down the three.
I love that. Alicia Gray giving it right back to the hand that got them the steal in the first place.
The gift and the reward for Maya Caldwell. Less than a minute to play here in the first half. Enrique turned down the three as Paige pulls up. Nothing there, and Bree Jones comes down with the rebound. Paige looked like she was trying to commit the foul. Instead, Gray takes on Dejanay and gets fouled once again.